And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft with the Builders Pack. All right, we are doing really well. Our wood farm here has just gone crazy. Look at all the spruce that we have. It's one of the reasons I like using spruce in any sort of wood farm, because the trees are so large that as far as like wood for your energy cost, there's just no comparison between spruce and jungle. Jungle is good too. You tend to get fewer saplings with jungle, just because those jungle trees don't always produce the best wood or leaves compared to the spruce trees. So yeah, that farm really grew fast. From just a few saplings to just a crate completely full of wood. Did not take very long. And our little sludge refiner here produced some pretty good stuff. So we've even got soul sand in there already. And some, some podzol and some mycelium. If we want to do a farm of mushrooms, we will be able to do that. Today, we've built a little pen to house some future cows. We don't have any cows because we need to keep trying this cow in a jar thing so we can get some milk. So we're decided to get a couple cows and breed them. That way we're not, depleting the species there very much. We're farming the cows. But in order for them to, in order for our cows to sort of develop, we're going to need an actual farm because we need wheat. So I've got the materials for a hoe on me. Let's see if I can remember this. There's a diamond hoe. So where do we want our farm? Well, it doesn't really make a huge difference. The biggest difference is where we put the water here. So the water will basically help cultivate the soil. So when you right click on a block, it basically creates farmland out of it. The water will, yeah, there it goes right there. You can see it kind of darkens, which tells me it's ready for planting. And if memory serves, the water block can support up to 4. Oh, found a worm. 2 worms. Yes, these are awesome. We'll get to that in a second. So I think it can do up to 4 blocks away. We'll test this out. We'll go 4 blocks away. Oh, another worm. So the worm is not, I don't think the worm is a vanilla thing. Let's look up worm, and that'll tell us, yes, it indeed is an actually addition, I guess. It's an actually additions addition. 2, 3. Get out of here. Get out of here, grass. Well, that obviously worked. So we're gonna go. Oh, found another worm. Yay! 5 worms. So yeah, it's a random drop while tilling the soil. So worms are great. They operate in a 3 by 3 area of the farm. So if you put one right in the middle here, it will help the 3 by 3 area around it. So we're going to put one here. We're going to put one here. And let's see, 1, 2, yeah, right there. So that section of the farm is pretty well done. And they not only help keep it, cultivated and dark like this, but they also help plants grow, which is really their biggest benefit. And we're going to put another one right there. So we'll see how that changes things when we plant our seeds. So we're going to need some seeds up in here. So I'm going to plant one going around this side as well, so we can kind of see the difference with how fast this stuff grows when the worms are helping out. So the worms just kind of cruise around on top. Not sure how that's even programmed and coded, but yeah, we've got 3 left. So if you stare at this stuff long enough, you'll see little sparklies happen where the worms are, as if you bone mealed the plant, and that's kind of one of the benefits of the worm itself. It keeps them going. Oh, we have some slimes in the background. They're coming down from the slime island. I don't know, how many slimes do we have? Do we have a lot of slimes?
I don't know. I don't.
There's some potential slime boots over there. Although there are Skeletors and there are other nasties.
You have 14. You only need 10 balls of slime to make a pair.
Yeah, I see a skeleton jockey over there too. We might want to sleep through the night before we go after slimes. Alright, well, the wheat farm is up and running. And it just, you know, takes a couple days, Minecraft days, for the crops to really come in nicely. Alright, now everybody's getting fried. So, I think it's time to go hunt some slimies. I know you see me. Come here. There you go. Ow. They're kind of derping out because I'm not only running the server on my computer, I'm also running the game and OBS, so it's quite taxing. I need to look up alternatives to host so I can play and host at the same time. All right, well, I got 16 slime balls from that.
Oh no, a baby.
There we go.
Okay.
All taken care of. Not sure when. Do they only spawn at night? They must seem to, because as it got into night, they really started falling off the cliff over there.
Yeah, I think they only spawn at night.
Huh. Oh, we got some sugarcane to harvest here. I every time I pass this little area, I always see if there's sugarcane, and you know, builds it up over time. We'll eventually need it. And we got a bow. Look at that. I might keep that bow around. And a little trick here. Take this bow. With this bow, you can get a repaired bow. Yay! Okay, today we are going to also go after some obsidian. So I've got, let's see, a little bit of iron. Oh, I've actually got 2 buckets on me, so that'll be fine. But once you get a diamond pick, you're gonna want to get some obsidian, as much as you can find. The slime boots. Let's see if I can. 2 of these. I think one of these with one of these. Yes, slime boots. So these are awesome. Yeah, they take the place of your armor, so it's kind of sad about that, but completely negates fall damage. So I can fall from a pretty high place, and I just bounce. It's kind of annoying and hard to control, but if you're gonna go into some place like the Nether, I highly suggest slime boots, because you can fall from quite a ways and not get hurt. I've got 6 more. Oh, it looks like you got yourself some slime boots. Awesome. So we are gonna go find some obsidian. Oh, I got a diamond hoe. I'll give that to you since you are the food expert. And let's see. I'm going to grab some water. And we're going to go off to find some lava. And are you going to come with?
Yes, I'm emptying my.
Okay. So it is... The lava that you found was... Northwest?
Southwest.
Southwest. Okay. So... We're going to go around this lake here. So I haven't explored this area at all.
I still have a lasso just in case.
Just in case we come across a cow, we should have had another lasso so we could grab 2 of them. There's pigs everywhere.
Told you.
I'm gonna have some bacon.
Yeah, we do need.
Whoa, something. Something about this little area is hard to render. Let's see if a block update will fix it. Yep. Just an empty void. On update. There we go. Okay. I am... Oh. I got off track here. I'm going to go towards flour. Up on the hill or in this little cave here?
No, it is. Still have about 100 meters to go.
Okay. Oh, I think I see it on my map.
Yep. Should be able to.
Yeah, I think I see it. Oh, climb, climb, climb. Okay, so obsidian is formed when you put water over a lava source block. So right now this lava is all source blocks, and it should convert. There we go. Get it all covered. Stand on someplace secure and just pound on the obsidian. Again, you need a diamond pick in order to do this. And I suggest leaving the water there. And it should give it all to you. Okay, so let's grab this water. It doesn't need to be that deep. And there it goes. Just in case there's some lava underneath there, I don't want it to fry any blocks that drop. So having the water there really, really helps. And I have obsidian as part of the vein mining process. So we got a little over a whole stack of obsidian with that little maneuver. Let's check JEI, or the journey map, I mean. I'm not seeing any more around at all.
I haven't found any either.
Yeah.
The other lava I found was just 1 bucket's worth coming out the side of a mountain.
Oh, yeah.
And I grabbed that to make the toaster.
The toaster. Yeah, lava toast. Makes you wanna make toast with lava. Take about half a second to make a piece of toast. Oh, look at all the pigs. Yeah, this is a pig heavy. I want to go over here and look. Oh, look at that oil just covering everything. Yeah, I think Buildcraft has a little bit of an issue with its ray casting. But yeah, let's check this really quick. Not really anything. I don't see any cows or lava. Let's head back home. So with the lava, we have the ability to do a few things. One is craft a pretty decent tool to get ourselves some high level items in, and then step 2, the Nether. So that's 2 things we want. And you need a minimum of 10, I think, 10 obsidian to make a Nether portal. And we're going to want to do that. Don't build it next to your base. Build it a little bit further away, because it just makes noise, and you just don't want to deal with that. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to dig out a little spot here. So my Nether portals are usually pretty easy. And I want to build this thing now while I have the materials, rather than running out of the materials. So 1, 2, 3, and a block, and then 1, 2. So that's your basic Nether portal right there. And we'll get into that probably in an episode or 2. For now, I want to build a tool that is going to be good enough for digging up what we want. So we're going to work on the Tinker's smelter here, which is nice and empty. And we're going to look at making some Tinker stuff. And I think that's going to be good. So the first thing we want, we're going to need quite a bit of wood and some sticks. So we're going to just grab a bunch of oak here. And let's just grab a bunch of this. Some sticks. We're going to need a table. Now, let's see if I remember how to do this. We're going to need some blank patterns. Okay. And I think we have blank pattern on top of a table is the tool station. A blank pattern under a plank is a stencil table. Yay. And a blank pattern on top of an oak log, yeah, is the part builder. I can't believe I remember these. And then we need a part, what is it? A stencil. I think it's a stencil chest. What is it called? A pattern. I think it's a pattern chest. Yes, pattern chest, which is a chest on top of a blank pattern. So let's get a chest on top of a blank pattern, and that just makes, you don't have to have that, but it just makes it a little easier. So tool station goes over here. Stencil table here. We're gonna put the pattern chest back there with the part builder. And the part builder can see that pattern chest, which is really, really nice. And the stencil table, we're going to put our stencils in. Okay, so if we look and we grab the materials and if we look at tool materials, you'll see all the different materials that you can make tools out of. Now, some of these are possible. Some of them rely on other mods. So, magical wood, for example, not part of anything we can do here. And there's a few other ones. Some of these really advanced one, like Psi Metal, Psi Gems, those are all relying on other mods. But what we want, I think, is, yes, an obsidian. See the mining level? Cobalt. That's what we want. We want a mining level cobalt tool. And if you run through all of these materials, you can see the mining level stone. So it just kind of gives you the best way of describing what that mining level is what maximum thing it can mine. So like a good example is when you first start the game, you have a wood pickaxe. With that, you can mine stone, but you can't mine iron. Once you get enough stone, you make a stone pick. The mining level is iron, so you can grab iron, and so on. So as you get, as you level up, you can start seeing other tools with other mining levels. Obsidian is tantamount to having a diamond pick. Okay, so a diamond pick allows you to mine obsidian. You can't make diamond picks in Tinkerers, so that's a thing. So we are going to use a couple pieces of obsidian to make ourselves a pickaxe. So let's do that really quick. We're going to first make the pickaxe head, which is right here. And then we're going to go over here to the part builder, and we're going to say, I want an obsidian pickaxe head, mining level cobalt. That's what we want to see. Now we're going to need a tool rod, and we can put this in the pattern chest, which is awesome. Tool rod, we're just going to make out of wood. That's fine. Okay. And we also need a small binding. And the way that you find out what you need is you actually go to tools and you say, okay, pickaxe. Here's the pickaxe. A tool rod, a tool head, and a binding. So, and each different material gives you different bonuses. And I encourage everybody to sort of scroll through that book and see what they would like. So a binding, well, what do we want as a binding? Well, this is a sort of a temporary thing. So if we go to materials, tool materials, and we look at like iron. So we've got the head already of obsidian. We've got the handle already of wood. Well, the binding is sort of an extra. And, we could say we could make it out of iron and get the magnetic trait on it. Or we could use, say, slime and get, slimy. I don't know what slimy actually does, but does something. So if we get into like copper, well established, you gain additional XP. So hitting, blocks, just any blocks, gets you random chances of getting XP. Again, this is going to be a temporary tool. So silver deals, deals damage we don't really need, because this is actually going to be a pretty simple system. Renewable resource are good. They regenerate by themselves. So that's wood, which is our handle already. So we've already got the ecological trait. Stone is cheap. Increased durability gained when repairing the tool. That's interesting. But let's do this. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point. So I'm going to do iron. I just need a piece or two of iron. We've got quite a bit of it. So we're going to grab a little iron. We're going to do a tool binding. See, material cost 1. That's basically 1 ingot. Well, we can't actually make that out of iron in here because we have to actually smelt the thing. So we need to make a little bit of a pattern. And we are going to throw that on the table. So right click that, put that. So that is a stone binding, and it's on the table. However, the big problem is when that smelts down, we pour that, it's not going to actually make that tool. We need something called aluminum brass. Now, you don't have to use this. But if we look at the alloying, it's copper and aluminum. And I don't even know if we've got aluminum yet. So it is 3 to 1. Do we have aluminum? Have we found aluminum yet? I'm There it is. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 copper. So that's the 3-to-1 ratio. Well, the iron is smelted already, so we're going to smelt down the aluminum. And neither of these alloys with iron, so we're pretty safe. But this should give me a little bit, once this copper smelts down, it'll give me a little bit of aluminum brass. And making a cast out of aluminum brass will make it a permanent cast. And you can reuse it over and over and over again and not have any problems. So as soon as this melts, there we go. Now you see the aluminum brass, and you click on it. In this interface, you click on the thing that you want on the bottom. And the bottom is where it pours out. So you can see the aluminum brass, we've already got 6 ingots because we used raw ore instead of actual ingots. So we've got plenty of aluminum brass to make a cast now. So let's go ahead and pour that cast. It's going to consume what it casts. But now we have a cast. We can use that over and over and over again. So I want a molten iron on the bottom this time. And if we look at the cast, it's still material cost 1. So we can pour our iron in there. And there's our iron binding. So if we go over here, oh, no, this one. So click on your tool that you're wanting to make, and it gives you the pattern that you need. So we want obsidian, we want the stick, and we want this iron binding. And this gives us the obsidian pickaxe with all of those different traits and mining level cobalt. That is the important thing. Its durability is really bad. 214 is really, really bad, but we don't need it for very long because we're going to make way better tools now that we have a cobalt level. We're going to make some way, way better tools. And the last thing I want is a little chest for all of our... Oops, I forgot. I need one more. All of our bindings, or all of our casts. So we've got 1 block, 6 ingots of aluminum brass left. With that, since we already have that one, I'm going to put that one in here. And we're going to make a cast of a pickaxe head. And we're going to make a cast of the tool rod. Material cost 1. So there's that cast. Now we can make one of the tool rod. We can put that in there. So these are all of the different parts that go into a pickaxe. Now, other parts, if we look at the stencil table, you can see there's a lot of different parts in here. Well, all those parts come into play when you try to make something over here. So you can have pickaxe, you can have shovel, you can have a hatchet, a mattock, which is essentially like a hoe and a shovel, and an axe. Yeah, components: tool rod, axe head, and shovel head. So it must be an axe and a shovel. I thought it acted as a hoe too. Looks like a comma is mowing down plants. Looks like it's like a scythe and a shears all in one. But yeah, a bunch of tools, materials, even a bow. So we may get into pretty advanced stuff, and we got lots of aluminum brass left for extra crafting. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.